Many people don't know what this is, but it is wire. This is knitted wire, and knitted wire has several uses. Today we're going to be making, guess what? A brooch. Can you imagine this? This piece I'm holding in my hand being turned into a brooch? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, if you take the knitted wire and you stretch it, you actually see that it can stretch. That's the advantage of it being knitted. So we're going to take the knitted wire and watch me as I twist it off in bits. I twist it in bits, increasing in size as I go along, because these are actually my petals. I'm making a flower brooch. A flower brooch out of the knitted wire. So I'm going to be twisting it. Take a little bit twist. Now this is something you should try out yourself to be able to get the size you would like. And I think it's important that you write down the measurement of what works for you, so that if you want to try it again, you'll be able to do it. Now the knitted wire actually comes in different widths. So you have different widths, but the characteristics of this knitted wire is that they actually can expand widthwise. And so the narrower the width, the smaller the flower, if you're making a flower out of it. So you go on until you have, say, about 14 inches of the length. Now take a look at that. Would that be big enough? No, I think you can actually go ahead and go up to 18 inches. And when you've twisted all of them, starting from the smaller width in the center and going wider as you go along, what you need to do now is very simple. Some people could take a stick and put it on, but since it's a brooch we want to make, we're going to have a little piece of wire or thread which you pass through a needle, and you're going to be using it to hold the bottom together as you turn the wire and hold in place. Now just watch as I do that. You take it, wrap the center up, and then the twisted parts you now take and you'll be folding as you go along. Twist it around, add. Twist it around, add. Twist it around, add. Until finally you get to a stage where the length you're looking for is just your desired length. When you have the desired length, you will now fasten off the bottom. After fastening off the bottom, just like this one that I did earlier on, look at it. We fastened off the bottom, and this brooch is just about the size that I would like. Now, all you need is a finding, so look at this. This brooch finding can take something of this nature. It can be an alligator clip, brooch combo. We have different types here at Crafties. And then we're going to need the glue gun. Now let's talk about safety while using the glue gun. Please keep children away. The tip of the glue gun gets so hot that they would burn. Even as an adult, if you accidentally touch it, it will actually burn your hand. So please be very careful. And our own preference is that you stand it upright. Stand it upright. If you're working on a table, make sure you have a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard that can take the excess glue when it comes out. And if you're not going to be using it for a long period of time, kindly turn off the glue gun. So do go on, put the glue inside the place that can hold it, and then now press the base of the knitted wire rows into it so that it will be very neat and beautiful. The thing about handmade things is that we at Crafties believe that it has to be so beautiful you can't even tell how it was done unless you are privy to that information. So there it is. Ensure that it sits in very well, but be mindful of your fingers as you're applying this to the glue area so that you would not get your fingers burnt. And voila! Just give it a few moments and it's dry enough for you to actually put on your clothes. But please enable it, let it dry so that the force of the weight of whatever it is on it would not make it fall off. we'll recommend that you leave it for about an hour or so, and then you can already wear it out if you choose. You're very welcome.